Starz acquired by Lionsgate, Arrowverse casting, and more on TVEnthusiast, the week's news.
The week's news on TVEnthusiast.com.
It's July 1st, 2016. My name is Tyson Gifford. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with some Comic-Con news. Starz will be bringing two series to the San Diego convention, Ash vs. Evil Dead and American Gods. HBO will be presenting 4 shows of their own: Game of Thrones, Silicon Valley, the upcoming Vice Principals, and Cinemax's Outcast. Though they didn't have much of a presence last year, Marvel is coming in full force with their movie slate, but they're also bringing Luke Cage, the next in the Netflix series of Marvel shows. And not to be outdone by, well, anyone, Warner Brothers Television is bringing a whopping 21 shows to Comic-Con. This includes all of the Arrowverse shows, that's Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl, as well as Gotham, Vampire Diaries, the originals. They even have a panel for Animaniacs. Speaking of the Arrowverse, here's some casting news for those shows. Actress Carly Pope is set to play Susan Williams this season on Arrow. Susan Williams, of course, is the sister-in-law of Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. Meanwhile, Draco Malfoy actor Tom Felton from Harry Potter is set to play Julian Dorn on The Flash. Dorn is said to be a fellow CSI alongside Barry, who grows suspicious of Barry. But enough DC, let's get some Marvel news under our belt. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is being rumored right now to be casting Ghost Rider. A new casting call went out calling for 2 Latino brothers, one the most dangerous man in the room, and the other paralyzed in a wheelchair. This closely mirrors a reboot of Ghost Rider from 2014, featuring the Reyes brothers. Game of Thrones just ended, but that doesn't mean the news has. The last 2 episodes of this season of Game of Thrones, Battle of the Bastards and The Winds of Winter, both secured 10 out of 10 rating averages on IMDb. This makes them 2 of 3 episodes in all of TV to have achieved this feat, the other being Ozymandias from Breaking Bad. The season finale, The Winds of Winter, also managed to bring in an estimated 8.89 million viewers, the best yet for the series. In the season finale for Game of Thrones, we finally found out the identity of Jon Snow's mother, but HBO just released an infographic that might have revealed the identity of his father. The longtime fan theory R plus L equals J seems to have just been proven correct by HBO. Lastly, let's talk about Season 7 news. 4 directors have been named to be helming episodes for the next season of Game of Thrones. These include Alan Taylor, best known for directing Baylor, the 9th episode of the first season of the series; Jeremy Podeswa, who directed the first 2 episodes of Season 6, The Red Woman and Home; Mark Mylod, who directed 2 episodes this season as well, The Broken Man and No One; and newcomer Matt Shakman, whose TV credits include Fargo, Mad Men, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Good news for fans of Hap and Leonard, Preacher, and 12 Monkeys. All of those shows have been picked up for an additional season. Hap and Leonard picked up for Season 2, Preacher picked up for Season 2, and 12 Monkeys picked up for its 3rd season. And now let's go over some casting news. David Walton, who recently appeared in the movie Bad Moms, is going to be playing attorney Abe Perlman in Masters of Sex. James Earl from the now cancelled Fox series Cooper Barrett's Guide to Surviving Life will be playing a regular character on Scream Queens, simply known as the Candy Striper. And Lindsay Duncan of Birdman will be taking on a role on HBO's The Leftovers. No information on the role has been made public. Lastly, it's finally happened. Lionsgate has acquired the cable network Starz for $4.4 billion. Starz is home to shows such as Outlander, Ash vs. Evil Dead, and the upcoming American Gods. This is mostly exciting because Lionsgate owns the movie and TV rights to the King Killer Chronicles series. I'd love to see that show up on Starz. Now let's take a look at what's coming up on the horizon. Marco Polo returns to Netflix today, as does Between, and a new series, Marcella. On Sci-Fi, Killjoys and Dark Matter return today as well. Next Wednesday, July 6th, Tyrant returns to FX. And on Sunday, July 10th, The Night Of premieres on HBO, though the first episode of that is already available on HBO Go and HBO Now. On Tuesday, July 12th, Difficult People returns on Hulu, and on Wednesday, July 13th, Mr. Robot returns on USA, Suits returns on USA, and The A-Word premieres on Sundance. On Thursday, July 14th, Harmon Quest debuts on CISO, and on Friday, July 15th, Stranger Things debuts on Netflix, and Gordimer Gibson's Life on Normal Street debuts on Amazon. On Sunday, July 17th, 2016, Ballers returns to HBO, Vice Principals premieres on HBO, and Power returns on Starz. On Monday, July 18th, 2016, Six debuts on the History Channel. And on Tuesday, July 19th, 2016, Shooter debuts on USA. Friday, July 22nd, 2016 marks the return of BoJack Horseman on Netflix, while Saturday, July 23rd, 2016 brings us The Looking movie. Now, Looking was a series on HBO. This is the conclusion to the series in the format of a movie on HBO. Thursday, July 28th, 2016, The Amazing Gail Pyle shows up on CISO, and Ripper Street returns on BBC America. And now it's time for the question. Now that Game of Thrones is off the air for another season, what is your new, current, or upcoming TV obsession? Thank you everybody for watching TV Enthusiast, the week's news.